Yep. Coming off of a disappointing loss against a good Louisiana Lafayette football team, there were some definite things to build off of and to grow off of. I think that we were able to run the football effectively and score some points in the first half that kept us in the football game. And, we had opportunities to win it and didn't make enough plays. We've got to get to a point where we make enough plays to be able to finish a game like that against a good football team. And we'll get back to work against a very good Georgia State football team and prepare for, they're very explosive offensively. They've got outstanding back and very good skill players. And, we know Dan Ellington's a heck of a player, and we know, what he's battling through right now. So we don't know, how much we'll see him, but we need to prepare for whoever's in there. We know that they're going to have a good player at quarterback ready to roll, whether it be Dan or the young man that came in and spelled him. A good football team, very opportunistic on defense and explosive offensively.
All right, thank you, Coach. Our first questions come from Whitney Hayworth. Whitney, please go ahead.
Coach, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you, Whitney?
I'm doing well. As you mentioned, obviously your offense and especially your run game was pretty strong on Saturday. Can you just expound a little bit more on what you saw specifically from Trey Minter, who now is flirting with, I believe, 1,000 yards on the season?
Yeah. Trey played really well, along with Carlos Davis, our freshman back, also went over 100. So we had two backs go over 100 yards. So we were pleased with the production of the ground game. And, we've still got to keep working on being a little more explosive. This is 2 weeks in a row where we, in the last 2 weeks, we've had 8 drives of over 70 yards. We need to keep working on becoming, more explosive and look for more explosive opportunities, both in the run and in the pass. But our ground game was more effective. We, averaged 7 yards a carry. We've just got to put ourselves into better positions to be able to finish and keep building on the things that we're improving at and eliminate a few of the mistakes. We put a couple of balls on the ground that hurt us, and that has not, the last couple of weeks we hadn't been turning the football over, and we put the ball on the ground, and that's something that we definitely need to work on. We need to work on, we left the field goal out there that could have been the difference in the football game, the way that it turned out. We need to keep working on our special teams and improving and, on limiting their field position. We put our defense in a couple of bad situations off of our coverage units. So a lot of stuff to work on this week.
And similarly, looking at Georgia State's run game, obviously Trey Barnett leads the way, but Destin Coates has matured as of late as well. How have you seen them be successful and their offensive line be able to open up gaps to allow them to be so successful?
Yeah, they do a really good job with their run schemes, and their offensive line is really good up front. They've got a really good H-back tight end that does a great job of not only blocking on the perimeter but blocking up in the line of scrimmage, and they do a really good job in their zone run game, and that'll be a big challenge for us up front this week.